I'm not saying the stock market correction is coming for sure. Weak job numbers, tariff stocks popping up, and the suspicious price actions that entire market is going weak, I'm definitely going to be very cautious about the market. Today is 3rd of August. I'm going to share with you how I'm viewing the market, how I'm managing my positions, and how I'm going to curate my watch list and to prepare for the upcoming opportunities. And let's get into the video. So let's start with the indexes. So for S&P 500 futures, that you can see that it actually broke down with high volume and is probably coming to the support level. I'm not sure which support level that it would touch, but I will be very cautious and I will see how it reacts around these levels, and if it actually breaks down below these two levels, that I'm going to look out even further and see at which lines that the market is probably going to react. So this is the same for Nasdaq. So the first support will be around this level, which is the previous high, and it broke out and it could come back here and it may react and bounce back. If this is still a bull market, or if it's going to have a deeper corrections, then probably it's going to come down to another support level here and it may react. So if it doesn't, again, I will need to watch and see how it reacts then. So for Russell, it's already at this level, but considering that two other major indexes, it's probably going to come down a bit more, and the small cap is definitely the weakest amongst the all, so not trying to be too aggressive in the small caps. So I'm not going to be too aggressive with the small caps. So this is the number of stocks above 200 moving averages. So you will see this is the extreme level, and if it can actually comes down to here, which means that market could be already in a deep correction. Otherwise it should react around this level, which is where we are, but it may still come down a little bit more. I'm not sure, but we will see. So for the stocks above 50-day moving averages, it's also down. So we will prefer at least that the stocks comes down to this level. So it's more of a extreme sell-off level that we will look into the stocks and see how to react. But all these are just an overview and to build up how we feel about the market. The breadth is what I look at and give me an overall feeling of the entire market. These are the percent of stock above 20 moving average, and it's coming down to an extreme level, so I'm definitely going to watch out and to see if there are any opportunities that arise and I can profit from. So this is the S&P equal weighted index, and it actually comes down to this support level, and it looks like it's reacting a little bit, but we'll see until more evidence shows up before we are taking any trades. Nasdaq equal weighted index has also come down to this level, okay, which is I would deem it as a weak support level. So it may actually come down further, but for now I will just see how it reacts around this level. So for Bitcoin, actually comes down to a good support level. For Ethereum, it looks like the next support level is around here, but it was strong for the past few weeks. So see, this could be because we'll see how Ethereum react around this level, because this could be a support level for Ethereum, but it's not a strong one. The better one would be at the bottom around this level. Okay, so but if it fell this far, it also means that it's no longer looking so good. So I would more or less look at here and see how it reacts around this level. Semicon is still the strongest in the market due to the AI chips and related theme. XLE chopping around, nothing much to see. XLF actually gapped down a lot, so we can start to watch out some of the XLF financial sectors trades. Utility sector is strong, partially because whenever market is going to correct, the smart money will come and positions themselves in the defensive sectors, and this could be the reason of the rally. XLI all-time high, still very strong. So if it actually can comes down to this level, we can look for its trade. XLK, the technology sectors, which is same as the semicon, the strongest among all. So if it can comes down to this level, it can come down to here, which means we will have a very healthy correction and we can profit from the bounce from there later on. So give us more runway. So for healthcare sector, I'm not going to long any of the stocks from this sector. It's looking very, very weak compared to all the others that we have seen. So XLY, consumer discretionary, gap down. Probably this would be a support level. XLP chopping around, not going to get into this sector. XLB affected by the tariffs a lot. Not going to be in these sectors as well because it's going to be very sensitive to the tariff news, and you must be very nimble in order to navigate the trades for this sector. This one is the real estate sector. It's looking weak. Not going to take any trade within this sector. Biotech. Okay, biotech is looking decent. You can see that actually it's lagging behind the market, but you can see that it actually broke. You can see that it actually broke all the trend line, and it looks like a turnaround situation. Okay, higher high, higher low, so it could be a change of trend. So if we can find some very high quality biotech related stocks, we can consider about it, despite that it's lagging behind the market. And the more importantly is that how it reacts when the market actually decline. So if the market drops and the biotech is holding up very well, which means that the smart money could be rotating into this sector, and it's probably going to position itself in the upcoming moves. Okay, so let's go into my holdings. So I have sold Hood. Okay, I have sold Hood at around this level, which I've mentioned in my shorts. So this one, it may bounce after this, but to me, it had a long run, and I'm only going to retry this if it can set up another base, and then I have a position in it. Otherwise, I will just pass and position myself in a fresh setup. For short, actually it comes down and it took out my, I have a slight loss for this stock because it gaps down. So this one is a loss. I've actually executed 2 trades last week. So I have Broadcom, which I have mentioned that when it gapped down, it would find support at around this level because the 20 moving averages could serve as a support. So it gaps down and it's still much stronger compared to the market. So I'm not going to sell my winners. I'm going to hold the strongest and sell the weakest. So Nvidia, from the high, it gaps down for a little bit. It's not even touching the 20 moving average. So this is still looking really good. Oracle, same, still very strong around this level. Have not done anything wrong yet. It's down purely because of the market is down, so I will just hold it. But I always have my worst case scenario defined, just in case that it continue to go down by a lot, that I will adhere to my rules and sell it out. So for AMD, should be the strongest amongst the all. You can see that when the market have a huge gap down, it's actually dropping into the 10 moving average only. So so it's still looking pretty good, holding up very well. However, the next earnings report is coming out on 5th of August, so have to be cautious. And I hope that it doesn't drop too much before the earnings, because I need profit cushion before I can hold over the earnings. Okay, so now let's look into my watch list and how I'm going to clean up my existing watch list. Meta looks strong, so this could be a first level that we can potentially position ourselves in this stock. However, considering the market situations, I'm going to give it a little bit more buffer and come down to this level before I consider it. Okay, if I'm entering my trades at here, my stop loss will be at around this level. Tesla looks very weak, that you can see it has broke all the support. It broke the uptrend lines, it fell below the moving average. This stock is a little bit bearish. I will not position in it until it shows me sign of strength. Put and shop that I have mentioned. So Twilio have a big drop to this, and this could be a level that we can buy the stock. Okay. But considering the market situations, it may fall a lot more. So for coin, even with the earnings surprise, it fell by 17%. So this is the risk that you are going to take if you are holding true earnings. For now, it doesn't look good to me. I won't go and bottom fish, so I will just give it a pass. U is still strong. It broke above all this resistance and come down to fill the gap, so this one can keep a close watch, okay, at around this level, and we can see how it reacts before we actually tries and take this trade. For Snow, this kind of heavy volume breakdown is what I don't like. And actually you can see here, he has already broke this trend and it consolidates. Maybe it's building up another base, but now it's an evident that it broke down below all this support. So no longer looking good. I'm going to remove it. So for CrowdStrike, it's like a persistent downtrend in short term. So to me, it looks like it's weaker than the market. So I'm not going to make any long trade for this stock. Maybe a short trade around this level would be fine. If it bounced and it can come down, but only if I'm going to take any short. For TSM, again, this stock has moved up a lot, okay, but here you can see it's probably just a fresh breakout, so maybe it can pull back deeper to this level, and I will see how it reacts at that time when compared to the market, and then I will decide whether if I want to get in or not. For Netflix, also a persistent downtrend. You can see that the short-term uptrend is already over, so this one is also could be a good shot. If you can bounce up and reverse, could be an opportunity for short. For Dash is definitely looking awesome, still above all the lines, still having like very smooth persistent uptrend. This definitely looks good, but if you want to enter at around this level, probably not. If you are holding it, I feel this is a good stock. You can hold for a little while more. SMPS, it looked strong recently. It had a very persistent uptrend, and if you look at the relative strength, this is a relative strength line compared to the S&P 500. It's definitely much stronger than the market, even when it drops that day. And here could be a buying opportunities if it can actually turns around and go up. So this one I move up to my high on deck. For Futu, this is the Mumu broker. Actually it's looking much bigger than the market. Not going to consider it for now, but it is not looking too bad because it had went up a lot and it could just, you know, come down to this support level before it can have another round of rally. But the drop could be very, see here is 26% drop. If it actually comes down that much, not really like about the stock anymore. So I'll just keep it, just to keep a watch. Probably not going to take any trades on it. And this stock GEV is very strong, but it's very extended, so no trades on this stock. IONQ, this was the quantum computing stocks that had a good rally on May, but now it's like the smart money are leaving, so I will remove this from my watch list. Roblox kept up a lot and came down, and this, how much was the drop for this one? 16% from the top. This signals a very weak sign, okay, and it had already it had been very extended, okay, went up by 200%, so the move may be over, but I could be wrong. For RCL, it's looking okay around this level, but I would see if it can build a base, and I'm not really liking it recently as it's much weaker than the market. Looks like some big boys are exiting this stock. VST, this stock actually had a new high RS line. It's much stronger than the market. It could be due to the GEV's earnings, and partially it's because of the electric utilities. Net is looking good. It went up from the bottom, but the base the base is just around here, so I'm going to draw a new support. So if it can comes down to the previous high, could be a good entry opportunity. Palantir, this has a very persistent rally, so it's still looking good, but it's extended in my opinion. Rocket Lab, it had a crazy run, and here isn't what I want to enter anymore. It still looks okay, but I am not going to trade it, so just keep in my watch list just for a overall feeling of the market. ATI, this is part of the mineral. ATI, no, looks bad. Broke all the lines, all the supports with heavy volume. No, this is not good. Uber, recently very weak against the market. You can see that the relative strength line is downwards, so, and it broke all the support. I'm going to remove it. QUBT, quantum computing sector, I'm going to remove it. CCL looks strong, much stronger compared to its peer RCL, right? This one dropped this much and CCL doesn't drop that much, but also of course because of the RCL went up more than CCL, so this one can keep in the watch list and see how it compares with each other later. AFRM, this looks good. Touch the support here. So maybe you can take off. Maybe you can build up another base here and do a VCP breakout. Reddit is definitely very strong right after the earnings. And you will see if the market pulls back, can give us a chance to position in this stock. And of course, we will see how it pull back and the way it pull back. Okay, so this level could be a entry if the market can pull back. CCJ, I broke the trend line. I don't like it. SoFi, this one went up a lot, and if it comes down, no, did nothing wrong yet, but recent breakout and reverse all the way looks very fishy. Hinet, this looks good. It's still much stronger compared to the market. Estee Lauder, even though it had a very long downtrend, looks like it's finally going to turn around. And you can see from its behavior here. So when it had a drop, it's a very mild drop, just a little bit. So this I may consider. So I move up to my high on deck. Toast, this one also looks fine. Goldman Sachs, if it can comes down to this level, it will be nice, and it's worth to take the risk. BlackRock was much stronger than the market before, and again same, that if it can pull back a little bit further to this level, okay, to this level, and if the 50 moving average catches up, then I think it would be a nice for MSTR. It's much weaker compared to the Bitcoin, despite being a Bitcoin related stock. So this one, I don't like it. BA looks like it comes down to a support level. Boeing, with the recent contracts that Trump helped it to get, it looks like finally came down to the support level, and who knows, it could turn around and rally. Amazon, has a disappointed earning, and Amazon, it kept down a lot after the earnings, so, and it could, because due to the guidance, so I'm not going to position in it, and this one actually affected the stock market mood as well. So I removed this one. And Solar, this one is looking bad, broke all the lines. This one, let me remove it. Okay, NRG Energy, this looks strong. You can see that it built a base, and it maybe wants to take off, but you can see the earnings is around 6th of June, so 6th of August, so not going to take any trade. UAL Airlines, recently airlines not looking so good, so I'm going to remove the airlines from my list. TME, Tencent, and Chinese stock, so it may come down to here and it may reverse, who knows, but we'll see how it reacts around this level. CELH, also another turnaround stock, energy drink. Okay, it's like looks like a double top to me, and I could be wrong, but I don't like this anymore, so remove it. C Group, C Limited, I don't like this. It actually broke below the support, and maybe the next support is around this level. Okay, but I don't like it anymore, so I'll remove it. ARM broke down a lot, especially when semicon are making new highs. No, this is a no for me. DKNG, DraftKings, it's a online casino, so this looks okay, but a bit choppy. Don't like it, so I'll remove it. IBKR, this one actually went up a lot, and if I want to buy it again, it would be a pullback, and depends on how it compares to the market at the point of time, and not looking good compared to other semicons. KGC looks like it's chopping around and it's gold related, so not going to take this trade. PSTG, this kind of breakdown, not looking good, and it was already lagging behind the market in this red area, so remove it. AGI, lagging behind the market. Crab, lag behind the market. GE looks strong but extended. I will watch how it can build a base or how it's going to react here. CEG, so you can see there are a few electric utilities and it's strong against the market. SMMT is lagging behind the market, so I don't want. Lab, no. MDB, lag behind the market, cannot turn around, so remove it. First Solar, after the earnings, it actually gaps up, but still not the strongest in the market, and some of its peers actually went down, so take out. True Runs Union, no. This one take down, looks weak. So for HEMS, what I don't like about this stock is that it's chopping around and you can see the volatility. It can gap up a lot, gap down a lot. Not the kind of stock that I would like to be in, but I know it could be a good stock. I just keep it, but I just don't like it. Okay, so and Microsoft has already had a standard run. Of course that it may pull back and have another persistent rally after this, so we'll see how it acts later. So now let's jump into how I create my watch list. Okay, so these are the stocks, these are the parameters that I'm using. So volatility is above 3% and the stock price is above 50 moving average, and I will scan through the stocks that I am interested in, which has a decent base. So what I mean by base is it consolidated for a while. So Palantir looks extended, AMD extended, GV extended, TMO looks like a turnaround. Let's see how TMO look. I don't like it. Shop, yes, Shop already have. BP, it may consolidate and have a decent breakout, and this is what I would add. CG, I have it. Hood, I had it. Roblox, CVNA, VST looks like we already have it. Okay, but yeah, it just take out a new high. Okay. Marvel, lag behind the market. Reddit looks good. DraftKings, we have it. Rocket Lab, no, this is Rocket Companies. Looks like it's reacting well. This is a real estate company and it's very volatile. It's not the kind of stock I would like to be in. SMCI definitely lags behind the other semicons, but it could have a good run. If it can comes down to here, and we'll see how it reacts against the market. So let's add this to the watch list. So for NRG looks looking good. So NRG and SD Lauder does look okay. NRG actually, yeah, already have it. Okay, extended. Land looks like it's lagging behind. I want it to show some sort of momentum before I would even consider it. UAL lags behind. Pose, I have it. SoFi, this kind of reversal bar, tail bar, I don't like it. Okay, and A-Lab looks good. Okay, let's see A-Lab. So let's see A-Lab. Okay, A-Lab does look good. I know some people have already positions in it, but I'll wait after the earnings and see how it reacts. This looks good. Affirm, as mentioned, I will wait for it to consolidate further. SMMT, KGC, this one looks like the stock is a bit choppy, so I don't like it. So it's gold. Just now we have talked about it before. First Solar, I think we have it here, but it's lagging behind. And the market is at the high and this kind of stock is at the low. Of course, that if it can show evidence of the relative strength against the market, I may consider it in the future, but it's not now. ASTS, huge run, come down, up, and it looks okay, but to me it looks a little bit risky. This looks fine, but I won't consider it. It's a bit volatile. So ASTS is just broke out of a huge base, and here could be a good add. But at here and the earnings near, I'll see how it reacts after the earnings. EER, go here. Okay, Futu, mentioned about it just now. HIMS, Joby, U looks decent actually. CX, materials related, so no, not going to try that. CHYM, okay, BIS. So NBIS, it's okay, but lag behind the market for a long time. And I don't like this kind of wick. It looks like the volume is thin and it could be easily shake me out. So I don't like this kind of formation. CHYM, this is a IPO, so I will just add it to my watch list. TME went up a lot. It needs time to rest. I won't take this trade. CLH is mentioned. I still have it. CLH looks like a turnaround. My intuition tell me that probably not this, but I can add it, but it will not be my priority for now until it shows some signs that it's much stronger than the market. MP went up too much. OKLO, CLH, okay, OKLO. So OKLO, very volatile stocks, and you can see no volume, no revenue, no profits. This kind of stock, I wouldn't want to try it. It's not in a very strong catalyst kind of team, so no, not going to trade it. So this will be my watch list, and I will see how the market opens, and I will trade accordingly by managing my risk. So that will be my update. And if you feel that what I'm sharing here provides value to you, you can click on the subscribe button and like. We'll continue to share something like this more in the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time.